Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's Andrea. I'm here today with my first update. My first very late update since I missed the first month, and this is supposed to go up on the 2nd and it's already the 7th. But this is for the Day of the Dead Project Pan. This is a project that was created by Jenn from Project Beauty and Kim from Teacher Loves Beauty for the Fantastic Ladies, because Jenn really likes the idea of this holiday as more of a celebration of life rather than focusing so much on the grieving and death aspects, I guess. And Kim just really likes the history, and they created this project, and I think it's really fun. And they did put a little bit of a twist on it. So there's 20 double prompts. So there's a part A and a part B to each prompt, and you can't consider a prompt finish until both A and B are complete. So even though this is my first update, this started November 2nd and it runs until November 1st of this year. Even though this is my first update, I still have not finished a complete prompt. I've finished one part of a prompt, but not both parts. So I can't finish the prompt, but Kim said it was okay. I'm still rolling something new in because I want to get through all these prompts, and there's no way I'm going to do it if I wait. So that is what we're going to do today. So you start out with 3 because you're working on double prompts, so you're really working on 6 items. So I have 3 prompts that I'm still working on, and then I will share the last or the newest prompt that I'm rolling in. So the first prompt that I rolled, and I did this roulette style. I know some people are just going down the list or whatever. I'm doing mine roulette style. So the first one I got is prompt number 1. So 1A is purple, an item with purple packaging, the purple in the color or the name. I picked my Tatcha, the Dewy Skin Cream. This was like a little mini that I got in a set that I found at TJ Maxx. My goal was to finish it, and I did. So it is empty. I got 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 36 uses out of this, which is it's really not bad. I haven't looked up to see how much this is worth, this size, but this was only 10 mils and 36 uses. It was a pretty rich cream, so I got quite a bit of use out of it. So this one is done, but I did not finish part B to prompt number 1, so I have not finished this prompt yet. Part B is pain, suffering, grief, and mourning, an item that gives you grief. And for me, that's loose highlighter because it is just such a pain in the butt to use. So I have this loose highlighter from Sydney Grace in Candied Peach, which is beautiful. In the jar, that looks super dark, right? I'm going to put a little bit on my finger. And I'm gonna shear it out a little bit too. And that is what it turns into. It's super, super shiny, very blingy. It's beautiful, but it's just, because it's loose, I have a really hard time picking up the right amount. I usually pick up too much. So I've only got 2 uses on that, and I want to have 10, or my goal is 10. Part of the reason I'm working on a lot of highlighters, but also I was trying really hard to finish my Becca Champagne Pop, which didn't happen. So I was really focusing on that and really not touching any of the other ones that I have in projects. So now that project is finished, and I only have at the most I have 5 uses left on that Champagne Pop, which I'm going to finish it. I already said that in my 12 oldies, 12 favorites finale, but I'm going to finish that sucker, and then I will start working on all the other highlighters I have in my collection. So I don't know that I will have the other 8 uses on this for next month, but hopefully in 2 months at least I should have my 8 uses. So prompt number 1 is still in the picture. Next prompt that was randomly chosen for me was number 13. So 13A is orange Mexican marigolds called Cempasúchil for 20 flowers. Use a product 20 times. For that, I picked my new Tarte Precious Gems cheek palette. This was their holiday palette this year. And this is what it looks like. And I want to use this palette 20 times. It's got 5 blushes and 1 bronzer. So if it's Like today I used the bronzer, and then I believe I used this blush over here. That counts as 2, but if I'm just obviously using one blush, it's just one use. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I have 11 out of my 20 uses on this, and I have used each shade at least one time, and it's just a beautiful palette. This will probably never even have pan on anything, let alone get used up, because that's how Tarte products are. But I'm glad I have it. It's very pretty. So I've got 9 more uses to go on this one. And then the second half of this prompt is toys, a childlike themed or tiny sized item or mini. This was part of my Sephora birthday gift. It was the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk. I'm wearing it right now. I don't know. Okay, Madeline's crying. That's cool. My goal is to finish it, and I've got 26 uses on it so far, and this is where it's at. I think I'm about halfway done. I didn't like mark it or anything. I think Deb finished this last year for a project, and it took her like somewhere around 65 uses, which, judging how many uses I've got on it and how much is gone, that's pretty much tracking to how long it's going to take me. So another couple of months of this, I try to wear this as often as I can, and I'm really not one to reapply, but if I put on a lippy like in the morning when I do my makeup, and then after I eat lunch and it wears off, I try to put this on just because I want it. I don't want it sticking around forever because it's tiny, and it'd be nice to finish up another lippy. So that prompt is still in. And then the last prompt I was working on since the intro is number 16. A is served cold, which is a cooling item. This isn't necessarily cooling, but I don't really have anything. This is my Briogeo Scalp Revival Charcoal plus Tea Tree Scalp Treatment, and usually scalp stuff is a little tingly. This one isn't, but my goal is to finish it. It looks empty, but I have 1 use left in it. Like, I know I can get one use's worth left out of this. So I've got 6 uses on it so far. I only need to use it one more time, and then it'll be done. And then part 16B is black, so black item, packaging, name, etc. I have my Lorac Shine Bright palette. This was like holiday 2017 or 2018 or something. It's old. It still works fine though. I want to do No Pan Left Behind, and I still have, there's 20 shades in here. I still have 9 shades left to go. So today I have, I'm trying to do this upside down. I have Nectar in my transition, and then I have Spruce on the outer half of my lid, and those are the only 2 I'm wearing today. So for next, like, again, if I had not been sick, I would have made sure that I finished my No Pan Left Behind uses on this, and I would have made sure this was done, but they'll be done for next month. So even though I don't have anything that I can technically roll out, I'm still rolling something in to make it a little more interesting for myself. And the prompt that got rolled for me, or chosen for me, I guess, is number 5. So 5A is red, an item with red packaging, red in color, or the name. And this isn't like a bright red, this is more of like a burgundy, but I still think of this as a red. I have not used this yet. This is my Glaminatrix Cosmetics Glamorous palette. So I'm bringing this in No Pan Left Behind. Can you even? I mean, it's like this palette was made especially for me, and I haven't touched it yet. Like, I swatched it, but I haven't used it on my eyes yet. So I'm going to bring it in for No Pan Left Behind, and I am extremely excited. I don't know if you can you see that shade up here, Belle? Green, red, green, red. It's beautiful. So I'm very excited to be pulling this in. And then B is the Blood of Life, something you cannot go without in your makeup skincare routine. Ever since I was introduced to this product by Deb, I cannot go without it. I must have it. It is my number 7 Lift and Illuminate Triple Action Fragrance Free Day Cream Sunscreen Broad Cream Spectrum SPF 30. This is a rollover from my 12 Favorites Project Pan, because, oh my gosh, everything is white it makes it super hard to see. So you hopefully can see there's not a lot left in here. So I probably still have like at least 2 weeks worth of this in here though, because I don't use that much. Because I use this on top of like a regular moisturizer. I use this more for like the glowiness and the SPF. So I figured though that between no pan left behind on this and like this doesn't have a full month's worth of use on it, I may potentially be able to get both of these finished for next month as well. So that is my update. I feel kind of bad that I'm just between work and being sick. I have been so inconsistent with uploading the past couple of months. I don't really foresee it getting much better, honestly, in 2023. I'm just gonna upload when I can, try to stick to a schedule, but if I can't, a schedule as far as I like to upload videos on certain days of the month, like this started on the 2nd, I like to upload it on the 2nd. Or for example, I know Child of the 80s didn't come back and I still have to film my finale, but it was Child of the 80s, so I like to film that on the 8th of every month. I don't have a Monday, Wednesday, Friday like type of schedule. It's by date, and I don't know that I'll necessarily be able to stick to that super well because it really went off the rails at the end of last year. So I'm just gonna upload when I can, what I can, and hopefully at some point my life will even itself out a little bit and I'll have a little more consistency on my channel. I don't know when that'll happen. But anyway, that is my update. I will have all the information for this project and Kim and Jenn linked down below, and you really should go check them out if you're not subscribed, because I love them both to pieces and they are super funny and I just love them, and you should watch their videos. So that is it for me for today. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you're staying safe and sane and healthy, having a wonderful day or night wherever you are, and I will talk to you in the next one. Bye.